G, would it be? It's Mr. Bubblegum Man, female's favorite. Slim Every Dope Boy, corporate gangster. St. Louis MoneyNow, DJ MoneyNow himself. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. That's finna tune in right now, waiting on our special guest for the day. We got Miss DeeLeww in the building. You know what I'm saying? We finna give her a couple of minutes to hop on and see what's popping with today's episode, man. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in into the Wifeable Podcast. Let me see something. Okay. Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Let me see something. Let me reach out to one. Okay, King Ditto, what's popping, man? Let me see. Okay. There she is. So let's go ahead and get it popping. Let me see if I can invite you. Okay, I think you sent the request. Let me accept you real fast. There she is.
Up?
What's up with you?
Man, nothing much. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thank you for joining the show.
Thank you for having
me. So tell me, like, are you excited? Like, what's your thoughts on coming on the Wifeable Podcast?
Yeah, I'm eager to hear these questions and see where you find that and what, wifeable means to you.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, without further ado, let me just let everybody know this will be televised, not televised, but more like put on Hot 365 Radio. You know what I'm saying? So you can catch the recaps after this one if you don't catch the whole thing. And also we broadcast it live on YouTube as well. So I appreciate it. And everybody follow the Wifeable Podcast on Instagram and also subscribe to the YouTube channel when you get the chance. So I just want to let you know that this is a judgment-free zone. You know what I'm saying? This is strictly for these questions, are strictly for other heterosexual men like myself who's looking for a woman who could be worthy and wifeable. You know what I'm saying? Worthy of their time type shit. So
Okay.
with that being said, go ahead and start us off with your name, city and state that you're from, age, and you know what I'm saying, zodiac signs and things like that.
All right. Well, DeeLeww, I currently live in Atlanta, and I would say my zodiac sign is a dollar sign. Yeah, let's dive in. Why does zodiac matter? Like, why did you even ask that question? Curious.
What the zodiac sign?
Yeah. Do you ask that?
Yeah, I mean, on that's how I start the little icebreaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be curious. You know what I'm saying? Like certain signs I deal with. I know it's deeper than just the regular sun sign. I know about the moon sign, the rising, and all that. And I know a lot of people not hip like that. So it's like I just be wanting to know. You know, I'm a Cancer sun, Aries moon, and Virgo rising. So.
Okay, dope. I'm a Taurus.
Okay, yeah. See.
Yep.
I fuck with Taurus. You know, Cancer Taurus like that. All right, so let's get the show on the road. So, I guess I can start the show off by asking you, define what a wife is in your own opinion.
I mean, I think a wife is whatever you make a wife to be. For me, it's the love, the care, the attentiveness, the patience, and that unconditional feeling, right? I'm a firm believer that you can really give love until you love yourself 100%. So I personally, anyone can be a wife, anyone can be a husband without loving themselves 100%. And that love ultimately comes from God, So we can go back and forth, in my opinion, about like, yeah, no, this is a wife must do this. But my opinion is no, a wife, a husband, whoever needs to love themselves, because when you love yourself, that's when you're able to lend love to others. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't expect nobody else to.
And you can't love nobody if you don't love yourself, because it wouldn't be love, it would be need. You
Hmm.
know, I need this from you. I'm doing this because I need this in return. When in reality, when you really love yourself, you don't need anything from anything on earth, because you get everything from God. So that's
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. So, tell me, what's your ideal honeymoon?
a honeymoon.
Yeah.
Traveling all throughout Europe. I want to go to Greece. You know, beautiful views. Not thinking about the everyday hustle bustle work. And just enjoying life, just being super present, trying a whole bunch of different foods that I've never tried before, and seeing everything. That's a honeymoon for me. Are you
Okay.
asking about stage, like honeymoon stage, or like an actual
Nah,
honeymoon?
nah. You answered it pretty right. You know what I'm saying? Your ideal honeymoon, just you want to travel and explore and try new things. So,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Nah, that's cool. So, would you say you know how to pick the so-called good man from the so-called bad man?
Okay,
Like,
well, um, just be completely transparent. I've dated men, but I am in a relationship with a woman currently.
okay.
Um, so um, I think I pick reflections of me. Like, I've had relationships where I look at it now and just be like, oh my God, that relationship was horrible. Like, oh, this person did this to me. But in reality, they were just reflecting me. They were reflecting the parts of me that I needed to heal. They were me, which is why I was so irritated. A lot of the times we're just like, damn, you're hurting me. Nah, they not hurting me. I'm hurting me because they're me.
Mm.
So now, having have done the work and still doing the work, it's more so, okay, I'm triggered right now. Why am I triggered? Okay, this is really something I need to heal within myself, because they're just reflecting that. So I pick. I've had my share of like, oh hell no, that this is not it. This is toxic. But I never put it on the person, because if I'm in something toxic, I was attracted to it. You know what I mean? We were in the same frequency for me to even be attracted to it. So
That makes sense. Yeah. So, like, everything is a reflection of you.
yeah.
Okay, I like that. So, now that I guess I should have asked that first. You know, what I'm saying, because I wasn't aware.
Yeah.
So, well, how would you identify, like, as far as like, are you bisexual? You strictly, are you, like, how you identify?
As I mean, as me, I think all of the I must be this, I must be that, is it's just society just needing to put everyone in boxes. I date souls. I always have, like, energy. So I've never answered that question. Never been even interested in answering that question.
I got you. I got you. Nah, because when you said you was in a relationship with a woman, like, so you date men and women is what basically what I'm trying to. I'm just want to make sure. Or do you only date women?
Relationship with the woman right now, yes.
Okay. All right. So, what do you most, what do you value most about, like, a relationship? Like, is it? I'm gonna give you kind of like four different values to where, like, you can kind of like gauge what I mean by that. Do you value education most, money, looks, or experience?
Hmm. Um, Experience, I would say, because everything else is just me. Like, I'm gonna get my own money, looks. I make sure I look good. Whatever. What else to say? Education. I'm gonna get my own education. I feel like that's all self, but experience is like, I want to experience my person. I want to build experiences with my person. So I'm gonna say experience for sure.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
because when you say I know you say a lot of that stuff that have to do with yourself. Like, when I'm talking about, like, all right, you looking at this person, you look and I'm like, okay, I like they looks. Like I value looks. Like you gotta look like something. You gotta be like attractive to me. You know what I'm saying? Before this could even go, or like some people like shit. You gotta have some money for us to go further, or something. You gotta be educated. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So you saying for you, you gotta be experienced. Like you gotta have experience.
Time, looks fade. The older we get, you'll look different when you're like older. Money, I just feel like when you getting your own money, you don't really look at that first for other people because again, it's vibration, right? So you won't even be vibrationally connected with someone who may be okay with just being around. You know what I'm saying? Like your whole frequency is just gonna be different. Um, and then education is like if I can hold a conversation with you, it's never gonna go anywhere. So I won't even look your way twice. It'll just be like, okay, like, all right, whatever. But experience is like my main thing. Like we've connected. So we've connected. That means like, all right, I already think you're attractive. If you get money, great. If you're educated, great. Those are all the things that would even allow us to even be connected in the first place. So my main thing would be experience. Can we have fun together? Do you like to travel? Are you curious? Do you like learning about different stuff that you don't know already? Like all of
Right.
that experience.
Okay. Okay. So have you ever been engaged?
I am.
You currently are engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what's up. Congrats.
Thank you.
So have you ever been married?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So do you believe in prenups?
Oh no, I don't. I get why people get them, but I don't believe in them. Like I personally, no. Like I feel like if I had to get a prenup, I shouldn't marry you.
Okay. Okay. That's so.
Like real traditional as far as it's like, yeah, no, because that means I trust you, but not really. So
Right. Or you got a hidden agenda and shit.
right, but that's trust. Like I don't trust you all the way. Like, mm, no. If I gotta, if I'm like, yeah, we need to do a prenup. I'm not gonna marry you. I'm not even gonna do that to myself. So,
I feel that. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in watching the show right now. If you haven't done so already, make sure you follow the Wifeable podcast so you can stay tuned on other future episodes and watch the recaps of these episodes that we have.
oh
So,
my, in here I got Toya. Shout out to Toya. Sweat. My grandma popped in.
hey, I see we got DJ Monte looking tuned in
Monte.
too.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, shout out to everybody. So, I want to ask you this too. So, like, in the event of marriage, are you hyphenating your last name?
Yes.
You are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I want to let you know, like, you want to like you probably the only guest thus far has said yes to that question. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to know why though.
Because my last name is special to me. I lost my dad, and so for me, it's like, all right, that keep his legacy alive. So yeah, that's my reason.
Okay, all right, that's what's up. So, DeeLeww, would
Mm-hmm.
you consider yourself to be a gold digger?
A gold or a
Yeah,
gold
a
digger.
gold as in ding gold. All
Yeah.
right. Nah, I'm just hey, I'm just
No, not, what I'm saying? To each his own with everybody, but me personally, nah.
all right, that was up. That was up. So let me see. So if you and your significant other y'all actually get married, does it become the debt that y'all have individually? Does it become a shared debt, like our debt, or is it more like, no, that's still your debt, and I got my debt over here? Like, how that work for you?
shared. Yeah, and you know, I think those are important things to talk before even, you know, getting married. I think before even getting engaged, you know, it's like, let's talk about it. How much debt do you have? Okay, cool. What are you doing to alleviate some of that debt? All right, cool. Am I in a financial position where I can help you out with it? Because again, like I said, I'm very traditional when it comes to marriage. So I look at it like, all right, this is gonna be my life partner. What they go through, I'm going through right with them, you know, and vice versa. So yeah, it'll be, hey, what's the game plan? All right, when are we looking to have this paid off? Okay, cool. Like all of those conversations happen to me before we even solidify the engagement, you know. But for sure, it becomes our debt. Yeah.
All right. No, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Because you'd be surprised what I hear on this show.
I'm
So,
sure. But like my mentality is like, all right, if I meet you and I don't have, and you come in with like over $100,000 in debt, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, all right, cool, I'm ready to get married. Like it's gonna be like, hey, we can keep dating, we can keep, you know, be in a relationship, but I'm not signing up to take on $100,000 plus worth of debt when I don't have any. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just being a realist and knowing you're going to put up with versus, hey, you have some debt. Okay, you have a game plan. Okay, you're working to pay it off. Okay, I really like you. We've been going for a few years. I've been seeing you put in that effort. We're engaged now. Hell yeah, because I trust that it's not all going to fall on me.
right. No, I feel that. That's wise. So, would you consider yourself a free spender?
What's your definition of spender?
Like basically, like saying if you had $1,000, right? You go to the mall, you spend all that $1,000. Free spender.
That's like, you think I have just $1,000?
I mean, I'm saying like I'm just giving you like an example of what a free spender is. Like somebody who don't care how much they spend, like that $1,000 could be all your money, but you don't care because you don't spend it all. Like
I'm not that type of free spender. Hell no. Mm-mm. I save more than I spend for sure.
okay, that's what's up. So like, is there a limit to your spending before you consult with your significant other?
No.
Okay, so you just blow the bag and be like, hey, I just bought this yacht, and
Yeah,
and they gonna be cool with you not talking to them about it before they purchase.
yeah, I'm not gonna buy it.
Okay.
No, like, mm-mm. So I don't consult really with anyone but myself when it comes to what I spend.
Okay. Now that's what's up. So would you consider yourself to have anger management issues?
No.
All right. So tell me some of your toxic traits.
Mm, I don't have any toxic traits. Nah, I'm just kidding. Like, that's the toxic trait right there. Hmm. I definitely am an overthinker. Definitely think a lot. I would say that's probably my toxic trait. Like I'm going to think about every possible thing that can happen, good and bad.
Good and bad. Okay. Overthinking.
The rabbit hole starts happening, it's like, oh, I'm in the rabbit hole for sure, and my thoughts just keep going and going and going and going. So, you know, yeah, I would say that's toxic. That would probably be my most toxic trait.
Okay. And just a little side note. This ain't got nothing to do with the actual conversation. I just wanted you to know that I recently kind of like I understand now like the difference between like interference and intuition. So the interference is all the thoughts and voices in your head that make you overthink and all that. But whereas the like intuition, like that's the feelings, the hunches, you know what I'm saying, like from your higher self and shit like that. So it's like ever since I started listening to my intuition versus like the interference that's in my head and shit like that, all the thoughts and all the voices and shit that I be, you know, contemplating with, going back and forth, like you say, like shit, my life just kind of been like ever since. So, you know, I don't know who need to hear that, but I just wanted to share that real fast.
No, that's love. What have you, like, what are some things that you've done to get to that point where you're more tapped into your intuition?
Uh, just, you know, since my spiritual journey, like, you know, once I've been on it, I actually came across this book, and like I'm an understanding learning, so I got to kind of read some shit to really get a great understanding of it, overstanding of it. And so I read this book. It's a little short read, but it was very straight to the point. You know, I read it in a day, and it was about, you know, interference versus intuition, and I was like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying, because I thought the whole time, you know, the voices in my head, that was me, you know, the whole time it's programming, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I've been following the program for hella. So once I stopped and start doing the opposite, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, things been better.
What's the book? Let the people know.
It's actually by a goddess by the name of Gyla Hagen. Y'all can find the book on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? She go by the Sexual Celestial. I don't know if y'all familiar. But yeah, that's just you know, I don't get sponsored by it or whatnot. I just wanted to just share that with y'all. So let's get back to the combo though. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to go too far away. So have you ever caused a big scene in public?
A big scene?
Yeah. A big scene in public.
Public. Nah, I haven't.
Nah, that's what's up. I see you thinking though, so you know.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like when I was like younger. No, never really been my. Oh, mm-mm. I like keeping my private life private. You know, I don't need everybody in my business.
Nah, I like that. I like that. That's a very wifeable trait. So do you ever feel like it's okay to call a man a bitch?
Whoa. Uh, if the shoe fits, you know, like I mean, if you doing stuff that warrants that, I mean, I don't see a problem with it.
Okay.
You
So
know,
no, I'm just or like I said, these just questions. You know, I'm just trying to.
then well, the type it depends on the type of chick that's calling the man that. But if it's like a sensible woman that's like evolved, if she and that means come on, he deserve it.
Right, type shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So have you ever been like shot at, stabbed, or jailed for a major crime?
No. Whoa. Where are you question?
You said why I get these questions.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean you know before a wife or somebody, I think that's something you know people should know. You know what I'm saying? Because you getting shot at out here, or you did some shit to where you had some time, like what you did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. That's crazy. Have you asked that question before? Like, and somebody been like, yeah, actually.
uh, I I think they said they been stabbed, but they ain't never been like jailed for nothing major. But yeah, they been stabbed.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, but, hey, you be surprised. We got a lot of stories out here. So, are you vaccinated?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your relationship like with your father?
With my
I,
father.
I know you say he deceased, and
Yeah.
but like, what was it like, or did you have a relationship with him, or
Absolutely. We were extremely close. You know, he taught me a lot and you know, like I would say I'm a daddy's girl because I'm a daddy and mommy girl. So yeah,
like
but
how you both? I ain't never heard of that. Daddy's.
listen, rare. You gonna not hear a lot of stuff that I say.
I know. I trust me. Like I get the vibe you different. That's why I wanted you on the show.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm both. Like I love my mom and I love my dad. Like so I'll do stuff with my dad, like go fishing. He I don't know, he just always wanted me to know all life skills. Like he didn't look at it like, oh, you're a girl, you're my baby girl. I don't want you doing it. He was more so like, nah, I want you learning it so you'll be able to always be able to look out after yourself and take care of yourself. So stuff like changing tires, freaking driving a stick. Like he taught me all of those things. So
Hmm.
yeah, we were really
Now that's what's up. So let me ask you this. Now this ain't one of the planned questions I have, but like, are you the only child or something?
no, but I'm the baby.
The baby.
You
Okay.
know, we the best.
That makes sense. Yeah, I'm the middle child, so I can't relate.
Aww.
So what's your, I know you kind of briefly told me, but I guess for just the podcast sake, what is your relationship like with your mother?
Oh, amazing. Amazing. Yeah, my best friend for sure.
No, that's what's up. So do you think your career is more important than family?
No. I I did at one point and but I wasn't conscious of it. It was more so I was so in it and that's all I'm thinking about, all I'm doing. I was living in New York at the time and rarely went home. But it was just like work, work, work. I got to figure it out. I got to make money. I got to do this. I got to do that. And then when I got burnt out and then moved to Atlanta, and Atlanta slower, a lot slower than New York,
Mm.
um, I still was in that cycle and those thoughts of like career, 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 career. And then one day it was just like, yo, I'm chasing numbers. Like numbers never end. And I found myself just not happy, very miserable. Didn't really feel like I knew myself because my identity became wrapped up in work. And it's like, that's something that can be taken away, you know? And I feel like when I started my spiritual journey, that's exactly what happened. Like all of my excitement went away, all of my love and passion for what I was doing went away. And I hit a moment of just like, yo, what am I here for? Like, what's my purpose? And that was the shift for me. And I was like, man, family is like gonna be there regardless. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta cherish and be grateful for it. But this career shit, it could be up and down. It's based off economy sometimes. Like, why am I giving this everything over love, like true love and affection of my family? So I definitely made the shift to now say, yeah, nah, family is important for me. I'm gonna still do my career and do that, but having a balance is key.
That is key. Balance is everything is about balance, man. And speaking of balance, shout out to everybody that's tuned in, dropping your comments in the sections. I see all the people. We see all y'all comments,
But
man.
yeah,
So make
second.
sure y'all following the Waifu podcast on Instagram if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, Hot 365 Radio. We will be syndicated on there as well. And you subscribe to the YouTube too.
Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Just Water as well. They been
No,
showing
for
me
sure.
love, keeping me hydrated.
So when you was on the market, DeeLeww, tell me, like, did you like getting cold approach?
Did I like being what?
Cold approach, as in like hop down on randomly by people you never knew. Did you like that?
Cold approach? That's what's called.
I mean, yeah, that's what I call it as in like I don't know, like I could be I saying if I went to a store, right, and then I see a girl that I might find attractive, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go talk to her, like that type of shit. Like, did you like that?
So I think all women like being pursued. I just think it's a way of going about it. And like I never was a fan of just like crazy, desperate energy, and I feel like you could pick up on that. Like, oh my gosh, like, thank you for a compliment, but all right, like you got to feel my energy back. Like if I'm not giving nothing back, just know like I'm not interested. But you know, every woman likes being pursued for sure.
Okay, now because I got two podcasts. So on my other podcast, it's called FEMALEHOLIC. Little shameless drop right there. But with the FEMALEHOLIC podcast, I teach man to not code approach, because it's like if a woman like you, if she's interested, she's gonna put herself in your orbit to where you wouldn't even have to code approach no woman. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you say y'all like being pursued, and that's probably true. But being chased, y'all don't like, and I think men don't know the difference.
Well,
So
I
I,
would say I don't really agree with that either, because again, if we like you, we're not going to look at it as like, oh my gosh, he's chasing me. It's going to be like he's pursuing me, or she's pursuing me. It's we only look at it as annoyance when we're not interested. So, if it's a person that we're interested in and like and curious about, we want that to happen. We want to be pursued. It's I feel like as men, that's in y'all nature to be more, people who pursue. And women like it. No
nah,
matter
I mean,
how we act, we like it. Only if we're interested though. But if we're not interested, no.
no,
So
no, trust me, I get it. Like, it's everything is best when it's mutual, right? You know what I'm saying? So I guess what I try to teach man is about accountability. Like, man, like you know what I'm saying? Like a woman, she might let you down easy, but a lot of men don't get the message. They may think, oh, let me keep pursuing, and it's like because we've been programmed by the TVs, movies, and things of that nature to where like, oh man, I gotta just keep working hard, man. Keep working hard. Eventually, she's gonna like me, just like the end of the episodes or the end of the movies and shit like that. So it's like that's a false narrative, it's a false, you know what I'm saying? That, like they programmed us to do that retarded ass shit. So it's just like that's why I ask women, and you know what I'm saying. But I appreciate that feedback you gave on that question though, for sure.
yeah, nah, yeah, you gotta I'm sorry, I'm trying to put this charger in a second.
Okay.
Um, yeah, no, you gotta, it has to be equal. It just has to be mutual. If it's not mutual, mm-mm.
All right. One
Everything.
side.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you like children?
Yeah. Love children.
How many times have you been pregnant?
None. None. What? None.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know if you can have any?
Hold on. I'm gonna have to turn it this way. Is that fine?
Yeah. No, that's.
Okay.
I guess that's fine.
Because the charger is weird.
All right.
Okay, wait, we have a question. What is wipeable? What does that mean? Is it not subjective, or is there a criteria? Samia! Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you answer it since this is what you titled your podcast.
Well, appreciate the question, Samia. Well, Wifeable, pretty much it's a podcast I created, you know what I'm saying, for a heterosexual man like myself who's looking for, who could be possibly looking for a woman that's worthy of their time. And what's wifeable to me may be different for other men, but for the most part, we have like I think every man should. If they don't, they should have like a basis of what's wifeable. And now if you get into like things like, oh man, she gotta have a fat ass, she gotta have this, so that's subjective to what that man will like, in a woman. But I'm strictly talking from a woman's, I'm trying to see dive deep into her brain and her heart and see where she at. You know what I'm saying? So it's a certain energy that's wifeable versus being a married woman. Because anybody, it's a lot of married women out here, but it's not that many wives, and that's the reality of it. So let's get back
So
to it.
what if I say, I don't mean to cut you off,
No, you
but
good.
what if women can say there are not many men that are husbandable.
I mean
Like all
that may
these
look,
women
that may be
gotta be
true. I'm
wifeable,
not
but what are
look.
these men out here looking like?
I mean, that may be true. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not interviewing man. I'm interviewing men.
I know, but I gotta represent while I'm
No, for
on here.
sure, for sure. I mean, but at the end of the day, like, I mean, I'm not saying there aren't men out here that's actually you know, trying to be women husbands. There are, you know what I'm saying. But for the most part, I do know women push for marriage more than men. Would you agree on that?
No,
You
I
wouldn't?
wouldn't. I wouldn't because I've met men and I have some male friends who want to be married, like really want that, crave that, and have a hard time, you know, finding women that want to be married. So again, I just think it's person, it's itself. It's like, all right, like I know I mean, I also have friends who want to be married, but haven't changed what they are attracted to,
Nah.
which
Yeah.
Which, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, you want to be married, and these are my male friends. You want to be married, but you're still attracted to the bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? Who you know is not ready to settle down. Who you know don't really love you for real. But that's who those type of women are. Women you're attracted to. Of course, it's going to be hard to find a wifeable woman.
Yeah. When you
Not like
and that's basically what I'm saying for this show, this podcast right here is for
Mhm.
those men that you know that want to be married, but they chasing the women that's not wifeable in the sense to where like you can put a woman in a position of wife, but if she ain't really down for that position and she don't have those certain attributes of a wife, she's gonna make you and you end up it's gonna end up in divorce. You gonna end up it's gonna end up a heartbreak. It's gonna end up with she taking half of your shit and you looking like, oh man, you know, whatever you looking like. But that's besides the point. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back on the topic. Somebody, I see your question still, but I'm gonna get back to the podcast because I want to limit the show to about an hour, so I don't take much of your time. And plus, when we put it on these platforms, you know what I'm saying, like the format is very key. So let me ask you this: What's the
Samia, shout out to Samia.
shout out
Go
to
ahead.
Samir? Samir, I got you. I got you. Let me get through these questions first. We're gonna answer all y'all questions. And y'all can participate in our segments we got coming up as well. So, DeeLeww,
Yeah.
what's the deal breaker for you?
Um, Not being honest. Yeah.
You said not being honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not being honest.
Okay. Any more, or is that the only one?
That's the main one. Because you're not honest. You're not honest. I don't know who you are. Mm-mm. Yeah.
Okay. So have you ever cheated before?
No,
For real?
not for real. I just like I'm not. I don't believe in it. I think we're grown. Like it's no point of cheating. You can just break it off.
No,
Like
that's true.
yeah, I've
So,
just broke. You know, when I was single, I would just break it off. I mean, like break it off and do what I want to do. I never saw the need to cheat.
so let me ask you this. So, if you have you ever been in a relationship and you got cheated on?
Shit, not that I know of.
No, because if you was, I was gonna say. So you telling me you ain't get your lick back? You know what I'm saying? Because I know
I
people
don't
that do
have
that.
to get my lick back with anybody. The universe will take care of that. Like I always thought like that. Like because shit, if I move like that, then I'm just putting out the same energy. Like I don't need to prove myself to nobody. Like, all right, if you cheat, hey, you cheat, whatever. But just know that energy coming back to you. I don't play with karma. That's just me. Like, mm-mm.
Okay. Nah, I
Yeah.
like that. So I know, I know you engaged right now, and so it's like some of these questions I'm trying to tweak as we go on, because it's like I ain't know that, you know what I'm saying? So like I guess I would ask like, what kind of partner are you looking for, or
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, I know you, like I said, I know you're engaged, so I guess what's your type of partner that you seek? I know you're already in one, but if you could describe them or however you want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, honest, patient, um, eager to learn, eager to grow, um, just real. Like I don't need perfect. I need real. So, you know, uh, a go-getter, not a person that's satisfied with settling in any aspect of life. And gotta be fun. We gotta have fun together for sure. Um, family oriented is important. Um,
Okay. That was,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So shout out to
Just rock
everybody.
with me. Rock with me for me.
Ride with me for me. Nah, I'm with that all the way. One. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. If you haven't done so already, make sure you follow the Wifeable Podcast on Instagram. So DeeLeww, everybody lies, right? What kind of
About uh,
what kind of liar are you?
what kind of liar am I?
Yeah.
Um, I'm the type of liar for real that would be like, yeah, I'm definitely pulling up for sure.
And never pull up.
But I'll like say it's like Monday. I'm like, yeah, for sure. Like I'm totally down to do that on Friday. When Friday comes, I'm probably not gonna feel like doing what I said that I would feel like doing on Monday. For
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Nah,
I
that,
mean I'm getting better at that though by not saying yes until it's like the time to say yes. Like people like, oh, you want to do this on Friday? Instead of me being like, yeah, for sure. I'm working on saying, oh, I'll let you know.
nah, yeah. Cause word is buying, you know.
Right. Because how I'm feeling Monday may not be how I feel by Friday. So, yeah.
Okay. So have you ever been in love?
Have I ever been in love? Yeah.
Okay. So when was your last relationship?
I think that's a question you got to tweak because I'm in one now.
Okay. Uh, how success? Well, I guess it's going successful since y'all actually, got to
Hmm.
the point of engagement, and like who proposed to who? I guess yeah, that'd be a good question.
Okay. Yeah. She proposed to me.
Okay,
Hmm.
like was it like did she like tell me about it? Tell me like did she get on one knee like like women expect men to do? Like I just want to know.
Like I feel like we elevated this podcast to a whole another conversation. Yeah, I mean, yeah, got on the knee. So here's the thing that I want to just eliminate anyone who's watching, and even you, because a lot of people may not know. Um, story time.
Shout out to Ash
Um,
Cash, Ash Get Cash. She followed the Wifeable Podcast. Shout out to you.
um, so I just want to say this, like, it's really no difference, right? Love is love, and if both people are very traditional, I mean, the engagement is going to be the same. So, you know, it was on my birthday. I woke up, had breakfast, and saw a ring, and looked up, and then got on her knee. So it was very romantic. It was very movie like, and beautiful. So I do want to clear that up though, because I do think most men may not understand, like, okay, well, how does it work? Like, who does what, and when, where, how, all that is really the same. You know what I'm saying? If two people are romantic, it's going to be romantic. So it was romantic.
Okay, no, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed that experience.
Thank you.
So, would you ever? Because I'm just asking a question. Would you ever marry outside your, nationality?
Uh, if if the soul was right, yeah.
Okay. So, like, what are some things you do to please your partner?
um, I mean, anything that's gonna put a smile on the face. I'd do whatever to make my partner happy, you know?
Okay. Is sex important to you?
Uh, yeah. I mean, it's not number one, but sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, would you say you ever had your heart broken before?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any emotional wounds still open, or have they became emotional scars to where they closed?
Um, Wounds or they become scars.
Yeah, as in like the emotional wounds would mean like you still
Like
bleed.
feel it. Like it's still
Yeah,
open.
yeah. Or scars mean you healed from those.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean I work through all my wounds, every day. I think they've healed enough to be able to give love and sustain love and even like speak love and light. But you know, certain scars never go away. Sometimes I won't be thinking about something for a year, and then that year and a day comes, and on that day, I'm thinking about it. So, I think it's just like a ongoing healing with any wound. Yeah.
I mean, so would you say do they ever become scars though, to where like it's no longer ongoing, but it's there. You've been through that, you did that, you healed from it completely to where you can move on.
I think the things that really hurt me, they are not completely just like healed, I guess, because triggers. Like I look at triggers, right? Like
So like, tell me
it could be
what are some of your triggers then?
like so. For example, if someone lied to me, just say, I told you I don't like a person who's not honest. So I experienced someone lying to me. That's a trigger. If this person is someone I trust, believe, and everything they said, they lied to me, it hurt me. Fast forward, it could be 10 years. Maybe in those 10 years, I never felt triggered. But I meet someone, I really like them. I'm going to, like, that trigger may come up because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I haven't felt like this before since this, and that person lied to me. Here I am 10 years later, and this trigger is reappearing. Now, I think the key is to go continue healing from it. Like, okay, I know this is a trigger. I know the root stems from this. I need to work on that myself and be able to acknowledge the fact that, hey, I'm just being triggered. This person hasn't done anything that wasn't honest. They've been all the way real with me. So I know this is stemming from the hurt that I experienced 10 years ago. And I think that's the interesting thing about healing and triggers is like you cannot feel it and then one day you can. But again, the key is to know you're triggered versus falling into the trap, right? And then being triggered and then harboring in that energy and taking it out on the person who didn't even do anything or gave you the trigger to begin with. So,
Okay.
um, yeah, I mean, I think anything that hurt me was something that I had to heal, which essentially is a trigger if something is familiar with it. If I feel a familiar feeling, I'm gonna be triggered. It's just me talking myself through it.
Nah, that's what's up. I like that. Very detailed answer.
Mm-hmm.
So like how many times have you been sent to the clinic?
I don't know who you be having on your show, man. Like, what type of shit?
Nah, I
What
mean,
type of questions, bro? Like, what the fuck? No, I ain't even on that type of frequency. No diss to anybody who do be going to the clinic, but man, this ain't even nah.
nah, I mean, yeah, I figured like for somebody, I mean, you never know. You can't, you know what I'm saying? But like this is what because hey, like I said, you'd be surprised if you go back and watch the past episodes. It's like you hear some shit, but like ain't no judgment though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel all that. It's still just like what the fuck. Um, I don't know. Like I don't go to. I've never had. Thank God, never had that. I do believe everyone should always get tested. You should always know your status and just keep up with your health. Like outside of just like STDs, just every type of thing you can get tested for, and keep up with your health and stay healthy.
Real shit.
Um, but yo,
Okay, no, so
my
so no,
bad, that shit caught me off guard, my man. Like what?
yeah, no, so like yeah, the
That's crazy.
questions get a little juicy as they go on and shit. That's all. So have you ever been in a domestic abusive relationship?
No,
Okay.
not thankfully, no.
Have you ever had OnlyFans?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't knock it though, man. They making money.
Nah, for sure. I mean, but we both know that, I mean, hey, to each his own, right?
Yeah.
Um, so do you have a sex tape out?
No.
Do you have any crazy exes out there?
I hope not.
She's at home now. Okay, so yeah, that kind of wrapped up the segments questions of the podcast, right? Wasn't that challenging, was it?
No, it was just funny. Like some of your questions are just like I'm gonna go back and watch some of your shows to hear some of these answers that conversations that like made you want to ask these questions.
Yeah, because I get women from all walks of life, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you'd be surprised. I mean, I didn't anticipate you to answer yes to many of these questions that's on that type of time because, you don't give out that type of energy, but you never know, you know what I'm saying? Lists can be deceiving type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so now we're gonna get into our segments part of the show. This part of the show move a little more fast, and this is all for fun, and for the most part, like I said, I had like the segments I had, like I probably have to tweak a little bit, but I'm gonna just grow with what I got, you know what I'm saying, and then you just answer them as they go. All right.
All right, or
All
I
right.
just it's just not something I want.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can say pass anything, you know what I'm saying, but for this one, it's called this or that. This segment's called this or that. So it's either one or two, this or that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like I know for certain things, just I try to tweak it as we go. How about that? Um, taller than or shorter than?
Taller,
Older than or younger than?
older,
Um, clean shaved or bearded?
clean,
Protector or provider?
both,
Protector or provider?
both.
It's one of the two. Protector or provider?
Protector.
9 to 5 or entrepreneur?
Hmm. I don't care as long as you doing what you love and making money.
So 9 to 5 entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur,
Athletes or actors?
athlete,
interracial relationships or same race relationships?
Interracial.
Smoker or drinker?
Smoker. Wait, time out. Hold on. Smoke what?
But now we talking about the 420 festivities. We ain't talking none of
Oh,
that other
okay.
smoker. Okay.
Smoking sick.
Nah,
Sick. Hell
nah,
no.
yeah, a lot of people be like, wait, smoking what?
Anti-cigarettes. All
Smoking
right.
crack. Like, why would that even be on there? Hickeys or sexting?
Sexting. I think hickeys are gross.
Okay. Um, oral or scissoring?
Next.
All right. All right. Squirt or cream?
Ew, next. I don't really want to talk about that type of stuff, man.
Okay.
My
Okay. No,
friend,
that was,
even
see,
that.
with this or that, they got juicy as they went, but that's the end of the segment for this
Oh,
or
all
that.
right. Yeah. You
Yeah.
know, I gotta, same way you got your brand, got mine, man. That ain't.
No, that's real. That's real. But like I said, it's the same questions I asked. I mean, now that the last one about the oral scissors, I had to like tweak it because, for your situation. But anyway, let's move on to the next segment called double standards. All right.
Cool.
Okay. Is it a double standard dating younger men versus dating younger women for society? As a, you could say, a man dating a younger woman versus a woman dating a younger man. Is there a double standard or vice versa as far as the age?
Absolutely. The double standard. I think every women period, we always get like the double standard when it comes to that, right? Women date a younger is all these things. She's this, she's that. A man date a younger woman, it's crickets. No one says anything because it's normal.
You think
Yeah,
so?
it's absolutely.
I think it's the opposite. I
Oh, you
think I think a lot of men get a lot of riffraff and a lot of like
for
you
dating
know
young.
they younger women because you know what I'm saying, like he basically, like, they come off like the R. Kelly vibes for a man to date a younger woman. You know what I'm saying? Makes sense.
Are we talking about like?
I mean, I'm talking
I,
legal. I'm talking legal. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking legal, but still,
all right,
for a 40-year-old man to date an 18, 20-year-old is like they get looked frowned upon, right? I mean, that's what I think. What you think?
you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of older men who date younger women. Who got frowned upon? R. Kelly, we can't compare that. Like, like that, duh. But like outside of him, who? Because think about it. I feel like, if we use celebrities, right?
Yeah.
Has Hov ever got backlash?
Uh, uh. Now, what they should have got backlash on was the Aaliyah situation because they was fucking around with Aaliyah too.
But did they?
They didn't.
They didn't. All right. Shit. Future. How old is Future? I don't even know, but I feel like older than when he was with Lori. If
Yeah.
you can't get backlash,
Okay, I see what you're saying. Like, even with the Diddy with the young Miami type shit.
Diddy and Miami, he's not getting backlash. But older women, for example, Brittany Renner, I know she got a lot of backlash for
Okay.
dating.
Okay. See that, and that's why I asked this because, like, now you know what I'm saying, you got me thinking now because I'm like, okay, because she did get a lot of backlash, but like, basically, I guess older people, when they get with younger people, the people on the outside looking at, oh, they preyed on that young girl or they preyed on that young boy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like like I guess that's just the double standard. Like if you older, like dating somebody younger, people think you preyed on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we hear stories all the time. Like, well, I don't know if you do, but stories of people waiting until motherfuckers turn 18, then they got with them. You know what I'm saying? Like you was waiting. You know what I'm saying? Like older,
Yeah.
I just, yeah.
Nah, but I feel like more culturally accepted with older men and young women. I mean, we see it all the time in media, and all races. So I definitely think it's a double standard.
Okay, for sure, for sure. All right, so that was double standard. We're gonna get to our last segment. It's called Would You Rather, and then we're gonna conclude the show. Like I said, I want to keep it to an hour. So with that being said, would you rather have a broke, faithful significant other, or a rich, cheating significant other?
Mm, definitely broke, faithful. It ain't gonna be broke, I would never like no broke. Nah, like I'd rather faithful.
Okay, now
Broke if we together, you know.
no, that's real. That's real. Okay, so yeah, so this was the Wifeable podcast. Go ahead and tell everybody where they can follow you on social media, DeeLeww.
Yes, everyone. I saw a lot of people tuned in. Thank y'all for tuning in. You can find me at DeeLeww. Definitely tap in with me. I have what we talking about Tuesdays that be going on, and just like little posts that I'll post, just some inspiration to get you through the day, week, or month. Yeah, I appreciate you for having me on here. This is very interesting, very outside of what I normally do. So I appreciate that and challenging me to get outside my box a little bit.
And I appreciate you being on the show and actually, participating on what you can participate in, and most definitely check out some of those previous episodes so you can just see like the wide range of women I have on here. So you kind of like was that unicorn, you know what I'm saying? You was already engaged, and you most definitely, you know what I'm saying, like you do your own thing. So it's like it was interesting, it was refreshing as well. So I appreciate you, and most definitely y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and follow the Wifeable podcast. It's just a click of a button. And any last words, DeeLeww?
I do feel with my sis, like she's amazing. Samia, shout out to me again. I think her questions are some you should consider. Like even if it's just you speaking on them. Just from a woman perspective, I know you speak on a man's and what makes a woman wifeable, but I think it'll be cool to do a segment on men and why are men husbandable, Like, I feel in society, guys speak on women so much, whether it be is she wifeable, what her body looks like, oh my gosh, is this, is that, she's this, she's that. And the men who be speaking on it don't even a lot of times qualify to even speak on women, so that could be something to think about for your podcast and for your followers.
I most definitely like see, and it's kind of crazy. Like, you the second woman guest that came on, and they was kind of like, I had somebody else kind of like hit me with, hey, I'm thinking about, you inspired me to, what I'm saying, but it's like I don't mind producing it, and I can put, a woman in place to interview men, and you know what I'm saying, to where like now I have both wifeable and whatever we would call the opposite, but most definitely that's something I've been thinking about as well. I just need somebody that to be more invested as far as like wanting to do it, and what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, willing to make the weekly shows, because what I'm saying, what I'm building brands, so it's like this. My goal is for this to last longer than me. You know what I'm saying, to where like when I transcend on to my next spiritual journey, You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I want this show to still be going on, and whatever other brands I build to still be going on.
Absolutely, as you should. So yeah, I mean that's my 2 cents. I think, like I said, this was great. It is your questions. Some of your questions were hilarious. But it's all conversation, and I think the time that we are in the world, you know, gotta be a bridge between both worlds, right? Between the ego and our higher self. So
there you go.
of it is the reality of it. Where we are right now is where we are right now. But you know, my goal and the reason why I said I would do this is to shine light and speak on things that.
Man, what happened? I think I lost you. Man. Yeah, I think your internet's slowing down.